Good evening, everyone. How are you all? I hope you've had a beautiful week. I am so happy to be back here with you again. Hollie, Lynn, Psychic Medium, in here for my Thursday night, 9:30 spot with you guys. I'm super excited to move forward this week now that we got introductions out of the way last week. So here's the deal. I always have a plan. I always have my agenda, but Spirit always changes it. One thing I want to start off with is talking about last week when I shared my journey and how I ended here. It was all based on a journey of healing. What I've learned in this gifted world of people like myself, we all have a very strong, beautiful healing story that has opened up things within us that we were unaware of or not quite able to tap fully in. So I think it's important to kind of backtrack and focus on that because our entire life is a journey of healing. It is. And that healing is going to lead us to such beautiful places that we were unaware of, like for me, sitting here with you guys today. So to begin with, and again, there's no coincidences, we're moving into the final stages of the eclipse. And for those of you who don't know, this lunar eclipse has lasted, it began May 2020, which can really explain the cycle. You know, the pandemic began. Everyone's lives have completely changed, and we're coming to the end of the cycle. Coming to an end of this cycle also represents coming to the end of our life cycles, things in our lives that no longer serve us, energy we're holding on to that we do not need anymore. So we're going to start here. What I want you all to do between now and the 18th, really think hard about what it is that energetically you're holding on to. What are you holding on to that is keeping you back, that is keeping you feeling small? Let it go. Release it. It no longer serves you. It's not yours to hold. Let it go. Put it into the universe. I encourage everyone to journal it. Write it down, but speak it and be firm. Focus on your hopes and not your fears. That's a big thing. When we are releasing things from within us that's been a part of us, that's a part of our journey, that's a part of our story, we become fearful because things are going to start changing. But you got to let it go. Got to let it go. Fear is control. So if we're going to live in fear, we're not going to live a life that was meant for us. We're not going to be able to receive the things that we desire, that we truly want to have within us. Let go of the control, release the fear. So put it on the universe, get rid of it. This world is ours. Whatever we desire, we can have and we can achieve. Moving into that moon cycle is also opening the manifesting. Like we should all be manifesting right now. And guys, all of this is connected. It's all directly related. Because again, I'm going to go back to fear. That fear, which correlates to control. So if we're living in fear and we're controlling, how are we able to truly manifest, to truly go after the things that we desire? And I want you all to understand something. We can manifest all day long. We can write our journals. We can put it in the universe. We can ask for what we want. But if we don't truly fill, we're not going to receive it. So I'm sure you're going right now, what do you mean fill it? Well, manifesting is about the filling. It's about feeling the gratitude, feeling the joy. What does it feel like to receive financial abundance? It's the feeling of joy. That's where you have to be able to really move into that space and sit and honor that. And guys, that's all related to being able to release, let go, stop thinking small, stop staying small. We weren't meant to be small. This world is ours. There's literally nothing in this world that we cannot do, we cannot achieve, we cannot have, except for what we choose not to. So at what point did you decide you didn't deserve more? When did you decide you wanted to live in fear? Well, I don't want to live in fear anymore. So let's do this together, guys. Let's not live in fear. Okay. With the moon cycle changing, it is literally going to change how we are sitting in our spaces. So what's going to start opening up? We're going to start seeing things more with travel, with communication, with education. There's going to be this enlightened sense of almost a freedom that's going to come across you. But again, you have to be open. You have to be ready to receive. Some other things that which I have notes, you guys, so forgive me for that if you guys hear me flipping through the pages on the radio. I think that we focus on the feeling, we focus on the manifesting, why we want to manifest, and it's the feeling. So affirmations. I don't know how many people do affirmations. We should be doing affirmations daily. I am loved, I am joy, I am gratitude. You have to believe that because you have to feel that. So again, it's all about feelings. It's not about the things. And that's a hard concept because I think we've all been taught our entire life it's about the things. It's about what we receive, what we get. It's not. It's about the way we feel. Let's take the healing journey. Let's look back on our past. I told you guys the first segment that I would often bring up, everything happens for us, not to us. And I know in a lot of situations, people are like, no, I don't think so. But I want you to stop and I want you to think. It's not always joy, and it's not always beautiful in the moment when you're experiencing the pain, the loss, the suffering. However, I want you to look at yourself now. Where are you? What are you doing? This was said to me last night in a group. If I would have gotten married, if I would have written my book, I wouldn't have done this work. I wouldn't be on this journey. But because that wasn't where I was supposed to go yet, and because I lost those things, I lost that person, then I had to start working and healing, which in return has led me to this path. So in some ways, I know it's very simplistic, but overall it's huge. So we'll go back to my story, my journey. 45 years, I sought and seeked and tried to find love and tried to find that inner peace, and I could not, no matter what I did. And then I had to hit the bottom and literally break and shatter into a million pieces. It took me a while. It took me a long time, probably a couple months. And again, I'm going to say a couple months for me feels long, but being on the spiritual journey, I do heal quicker because I'm learning things differently and I'm learning to understand feelings. But what I recognize and what I want you guys to recognize is I have gratitude. And I know it sounds crazy. I have gratitude for my relationship and I feel joy for that relationship. Because if I'd not been there, if I'd not experienced the things I experienced, I would never been on this journey and I never would have healed and I never would have found self-love. So imagine how many of us go through our entire life and we don't find that inner self-love. Guys, we're not meant to be small. It's time for us to level up, and this is the time to do it. We are being given the perfect opportunity with this moon. We are being allowed to release, which we're allowed to release anytime, but this is our opening. This is our time to say, I'm ready. I am ready to receive what I deserve, to stop being small. It's now. And I promise, as you move forward and you really allow yourself to feel and to release the fear, you're going to start to find the gratitude for the past. There was, and I wrote it down, of course, I don't know where I wrote it. I was watching tonight on Facebook, had a conversation with a girlfriend today because my journey started, April, May. And y'all, I peaked. I hit the top of that mountain come the end of September, October. And life was better than it had ever been. Well, I told her, I said, I'm at the bottom of the mountain and I don't understand it. And I heard a quote today on Facebook and he said, basically it's climbing to the top of that mountain. Here we go, I found it. The top of one mountain is the bottom of the next. Keep climbing. Spirit again shows me what I need to see. And it was put on my heart that I need to share that with you. Don't get frustrated and don't give up. Everyone's journey is going to be different. We're all going to grow differently, but we all can love the same. And ultimately, in this world, with what we're doing, it's all about the love. And it's about the understanding that we're surrounded by so much. We have our guides, we have our angels. There's so many different ways for us and so many different places to call in to help us be able to grow. Meditation. I don't know how many of you meditate. Meditation is an amazing way to be able to sit in that space and open yourself to release and just to kind of clear your mind. It really helps. And I will tell you, I use the example unpacking your backpack. All of our backpacks are heavy and full because we shove it in there and we keep moving. So through this journey, what we work on is we unpack them backpacks one by one. And the more we unpack, it gets lighter, but also understand the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next. Keep climbing. There's always going to be something. So like I said in the beginning, Spirit leads me everywhere I go. And in my group, it was all about manifesting, because this is the new moon. This is when we want to be manifesting our desires right now. And of course, Spirit leads me right back to it, incorporated right into this journey of we're not going to live small. We're not going to think small. We're going to think big. And we're going to work on those pieces within us that are holding us back, that are causing us to live in fear and to not be able to truly feel the joy, the gratitude, and truly understand the love within ourselves to be able to receive all things, because that's what that is about. That is what we're here for. We're not here to be small. And we have to stop doing that. We have to start looking forward and understanding that we weren't put here just to stay stuck. So what I always encourage everybody to do, and I'm going to encourage you guys to do it, and I told you last week, if you've got a journal, great. If you don't, get you one. Write down every day affirmations, at least three affirmations. And it can be anything from I'm smart, I am beautiful, I'm a mother, I am loved. I don't care what you put, but it needs to be positive. Positive affirmations about yourself. And I want you to understand in the beginning, it's probably going to be very difficult to fill those affirmations. But everything takes time. And that's where we build. The more we work, the more we start to believe, the more we're able to release the fear. So every day, write 3 affirmations. And I encourage you every day to add 1 more affirmation. And what your end goal is that you're going to be able to fill that. You're going to not just say it, you're going to believe it, and you're going to feel it on the inside. Those affirmations need to be everywhere. Like I had Post-it notes all over my house, right on your bathroom mirror. I don't care where you write it. You need to be reminded that you are joy, that you are gratitude, and you are loved. That right there, that is so important. When manifesting, which I think is so important, I like to say we're all going to be manifesting kings and queens by the time we're finished with this. We need to just be very transparent with our desires. And it's okay to go to the very top. It's okay to say, I want this car. I heard the example the other day, I want a Tesla. But why do you want that Tesla? See, this is the part, I think that we haven't been taught to understand. Why do you want that Tesla? Do you want that Tesla because it's an expensive sports car? Or do you want that Tesla because it's good for the environment? And it's going to help the environment. So again, it goes back to the why and the feeling. The why is something that we like to talk about a lot. And why we like to talk about why are you here? What do you feel that you're doing? Why are you here? What is your purpose? Why are you holding to the fear? So guys, hold on, reach in, use this moon right now, this full moon coming December 18th, to release the things that are holding you back, to release the blocks, to release the fear, to be able to release the control. Some of the things, I think we're going to have these ideas of what we need or where we're supposed to release. And some of those things may stay with us for a little bit, but that's okay. So know that you're not finished with that. Even though you may want to be, that's okay. This time is letting go of the last year and a half of all those thoughts and feelings. And after that shift into 2022, it's going to be things on such a larger scale, which is why I think it's so important to start manifesting now, obviously with the moon, but moving into 2022. I'm also going to encourage all of you all to go ahead and do a vision board. Get your vision boards done now. And on your vision board, don't be small, be big. Anything and everything that your heart desires, put that on that vision board. Write that in your journal when you're manifesting, okay? You're going to prep yourself, be prepared, move into 2022, and you're going to be open to receive. But again, I'm not going to mislead you, and I'm not going to make you think that if you make this board and if you write it in your manifesting journal that you're going to receive it. Again, it goes back to understanding it and being able to truly sit in that space of how it feels. But it all begins within ourselves, and it all begins with that healing. And it begins with finding acceptance for ourselves, finding forgiveness within. And guys, that's a hard one, being able to forgive ourselves because we have to. So I made my steps. This is what I say. Number one, it's recognizing what's within ourselves that we're ready to release, that we want to move from. Number two is finding the acceptance. And that goes back to everything happens for us, not to us. Some things are horrific and horrible, I understand, but we've got to find the acceptance for those things. Number three, to forgive yourself. Number four, to be able to find the gratitude. Number five, finding the joy. And number six, the most important thing is finding that self-love, that love within yourself. You know, the acceptance really is wrapped around all of those, because we're accepting that now we've recognized, we're accepting that things can't change. The past doesn't change. It's always going to be there, but we can't go back there. So we have find that acceptance that that's always going to be there, and that we can find that forgiveness to be able to move forward. We've accepted and honored the gratitude. We've accepted to joy. And we have finally been in the place to be able to accept that love that for so long we have desired, that's always lived within ourselves. So work on those journals, and you guys can find me on Facebook. Drop me a message if you have questions. I'm going to go ahead and get going. I've got my first caller. My gracious, I can't even see who it is. Heather. Okay. Heather is my one caller for the night. So Heather, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am great. Thank you. I am Holly. I am so happy to have you here this evening with us. So, oh gosh, is there anything tonight that you are specifically seeking?
I am really concerned about my missing daughter.
Your missing daughter?
Like it's my fault. Yeah, she was living homeless, and now nobody can find her, and she left a pretty bad text, and I didn't get to her in time. So I have a lot of guilt for that.
Okay. Heather, can you tell me your daughter's name, please?
Caitlin.
I'm sorry?
Caitlin.
Okay. $22. What is 22?
That is her age.
Okay. That's what okay.
Wow.
Okay. I'm going to dive into this, but the first thing I need to tell you, Heather, is you cannot feel guilty. That was not something you have caused or you have done. And I know that's easy for us to sit here and tell you that right now. So that is the first thing. You are a mother, and I understand that protective heart coming through right now, and the desperation wanting to do everything you can to help her. But living in that place of guilt right now is not going to help and be productive for you. So I just want to see what, okay. Just give me a second. Okay, and I don't know the full situation. If you know fully, I'm seeing that there's a guy that she's with.
Yes. She is with the guy.
Okay, and then I don't know if you all are near water or not, but I'm seeing leading to the dock, like the walkway where you can walk to get on a boat. That is something I'm seeing. And then, okay. Have you, and I don't know, have you all looked around there, possibly at any boats or a dock?
I'm 8 hours away, so I'm not close to her, but she is around water. I know that.
Okay. Okay. Give me just 1 second. I think, and I'm not sure exactly what all you want me to get into here with you on this space, but, I think the big thing is she's just, Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, and I know you know this, she's pretty lost in it, and she's running. She's running. And I feel like the companion she's with, you know, they're in the same situation. I don't feel like he necessarily is anything of danger. I feel like he is kind of her guidance. I see the strength though in her, kind of where she's taking control, but she's tired. She's tired of this, but she does not know how to change this. And I'm seeing the number 6. I don't know what 6 is. Okay. Is there anybody there that is close to you guys that can, or is she in a state where nobody is near?
Her dad. Her dad is down there. Okay. I'm in Northern California. He's in Southern with her.
Okay. I feel like there's a little bit of anger with Dad.
Yeah, there is.
I'm sorry.
There's definitely anger with her dad. He's very angry.
And I know you can't stop what you're doing and go.
Right.
I don't know if he has gone to try to look for her, but I'm going to tell you, even with that anger, what I'm being shown by Spirit right now, she still has loyalty for him. And she's hurt. She's very deeply hurt.
Yeah. That makes complete sense.
Yeah. She needs him. At this point, though, the anger has taken over her right now. And what she's done is she's masking the pain. Obviously, you know what she's doing instead of sitting and handling and dealing. And that is what she's doing. And she's sick and she's tired. She's tired. And I see her needing, she doesn't want, okay? She does not want her dad to come, but she needs him.
Yeah.
She doesn't feel like anyone cares. And I don't want you to take that, and again, it goes back to him.
I believe that. No, I believe that. She has said that before, that she doesn't feel like she has a family.
Yeah.
So, that's true.
What they're showing me is him going to find her. And I don't know if he'll do that, but I see the dock, I see fog, I see the water, I see him going, and I see this little girl. And I don't know if as a child, if she had a little dress up fairy wings, but that's what I'm seeing. Like her running in the dress up Halloween costume type thing. Do you know like what little girls had, those dress up outfits?
Right.
The Disney princess things. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing this little girl and she's going to run from him, but I just keep hearing, I love you. I love you. He needs to tell her he loves her. And he needs to tell her that he's there. He was going to help her. She wants help. She's tired, but she doesn't know how to get it. And she doesn't want, she's a strong woman, strong girl. She is very, very strong, very independent. She needs help and she wants it. And she's crying out for it. So, you know, you need to get in contact with Dad and see if he will, because that's going to help things out a little bit if he can try to do that.
I will do that tonight.
I'm going to pray for you guys and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Heather, don't hold on to the guilt. That is not yours to carry.
She's still with us, though.
I understand.
She's still with us, though, right?
Absolutely. I feel nothing. I still feel that she is, yes.
Okay, because the text message I got was that they were beating her into hurrying to come get her, and I haven't heard from her since, so I was a little concerned.
Okay, Heather. I just would send him out to look, to seek for her. You know, I would send him out to seek for her. I will tell you, I'm not God, so I'm never going to tell anybody if somebody's here, but I do see near water, I see the dock, and I see the little girl. So I would send him out to seek her. Okay, Heather, thank you so much.
Immediately. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for everything, Hollie.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bye.
Good night. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining. Like I said, I'm going to take you on this adventure that, again, just with our caller. We all have a story. We all have a journey. We all have things that are going on. And I just want to be that place and that outlet, because that's what my gift is for, is to help you heal, to help you find your place of comfort and safety. I love you all. I'm so honored to be here. I'm going to be here every Thursday night with something new, and who knows what's going to happen. It's not always going to be yeah, we're going to make it light and fun too. But tonight we just needed to go there, and Spirit leads us right where we needed to be. And I think that was appropriate for our caller tonight. Heather, best of luck, and I'll be thinking of you and your daughter. And until next week, you guys, I will see you all. Do your journals, manifest, because remember, we weren't made to be small. No one said you needed to stay small. Get out of that mentality and grow. I love you guys. Have a great night.